Welcome, my friends, to Draftsmith Takes the Wheel.
We have technology.
Bronze Mythic is all wrapped up, and here we are. Do one more draft. This is a special draft we do at the end of each season where we are very irresponsible and we follow Draftsmith, that's Untapped's overlay here, blindly. Don't try this at home. This is not how this program is meant to be used. This is meant to be a draft helper. It aggregates, all the win rate data and so on and so forth from all the games played on Untapped, and kind of gives you a little bit of a guide as far as win rate. It's kind of like having, a win rate chart for cards open while you're drafting, just transposed onto your draft screen, making it super easy to use. This is supposed to be a helper. It is not flawless. It is not even that smart. It just tells you the relative win rate of cards, the cards that you have. But we're going to follow it blindly. And we do this one set. It's a lot of fun. Really easy first pick here. In one of the best first picks in the entire set in the anti-causal vestige. You can see our numbers on the bottom. So how Draftsmith works real fast. These numbers up here. This first number is the Luis Scott Vargas set review ranking. That's just a generic flat rate based on his initial set review. A little out of date at times. Second number is the generic rating for the card on Untapped, how much the card wins overall. And most important is this bottom number here, which is your number for the win rate of the card juxtaposed with the cards that you already have. So if you're already in blue, a card goes up or down, vice versa, and so on and so forth. And we're going to follow this absolutely blindly. We're going to take every card based on the ranking, and our tiebreakers, if our two of the same card, are the flat ranking and then rarity. And we'll give my comments as we go. So here, I think I would definitely take Tractor Beam. I think this is a huge mistake. Interesting because they see Tractor Beam as a 47. This is a 44. I'm not sure why we have a colorless card and it wants to take this red card. But we're off to the races, folks. We do this once a set for Bronze Mythic. It's a lot of fun. We have a good time with it. We have a number of trophies on Draftsmith Takes the Wheel. Even though some of the choices seem a little questionable at times, we almost always end up with a playable deck. So going into red here, though, red is, I believe, the worst color in this set. Draft GPT, it's not bad. But yeah, so it wants to take the Bruntar over the Bombard, which I pretty strongly agree with. Passing a Sunstar, Lightsmith, Leia, Tapestry Warden. Funny how there aren't really many blue cards in this pack, so maybe Draftsmith knows something that we don't. But yeah, Bruntar looks pretty good to me. So we'll just be riding with the winds here. I have no autonomy at all. I am simply a mindless flesh bag of meat automaton that is going to be hitting buttons for the much more intelligent and good-looking machines.
I'm a machine designed to accomplish a task.
All right, so pick three. What do we see? We see not the best pack of all time. The red cards in this pack are kind of underwhelming. And we've got a couple good white cards, Night Luminary, Starfighter Pilot. But Draftsmith stays, go red. I'm sorry, Jim. I can't let you take that card. Go mad, go meatbags. All right, so one stick, Covet Landseeker. I mean, Luminary, I guess Boros isn't very good in this set, but this pack's pretty bad, but sure, whatever. All right, so here we go. Are we mono red? We're going to find out. Not mono red anymore. And white does seem reasonably open, as it did in the last pack. We see a tie here between Honor and Doc Card. You mind, man? I'm trying to put on a freaking TV show. Okay, see you later. So yeah, Honor and Drone ranks the same. That's going to be our tiebreaker here is rarity. So I guess Honor it is. I don't like white red very much, but here we are. White red it is. Again, my hands are tied. The red cards in this pack. I mean, the pack one's good if you get a lot of artifact stuff, but Systems is also pretty good. One of the great things about Draftsmith is it really does a good job, again, not drafting your entire deck, but a good job of kind of like pointing out things to you that you might be missing. Maybe there's a card that you just haven't played before, and it's kind of a blind spot. You can kind of say, hey, maybe try this. Hey, maybe try that. If you're plateauing and you're kind of plateauing, not really sure what you want to be doing or what's going wrong. Maybe there's cards you think are a little better. Like maybe you play this card a lot and you're not sure why you're losing, and you're like, oh wow, the ratings are actually pretty low on this card. So very, very useful. So we see here the white and red cards are getting passed upon here for a Dirge Craft.
You are within our spacecraft.
Okay, Draftsmith is taking a interesting road here. I think that the Turbo Drone or the Breacher are probably what I would take, but they're pretty bad, honestly. So let's take the Dirge Craft, a card that I don't think is particularly great. But now we see Seam Rip, Pagnolin, and Embrace Oblivion. I mean, I don't even know what I would take here, honestly. We're in a weird space. I like blue and I like green in the set. We are none of those. Yeah, I mean, we're taking the Pagnolin. I don't got a choice. So kind of like the idea of just like staying mono red. Honestly, these white cards and black card we have aren't particularly exciting. But now we see a green card, Drix Fatemaker. So Draftsmith is doing a pretty interesting job of speculating here, looking for a second color. And we've got a few options. I think we're pretty clearly red, but this should be an easier set for Draftsmith because typically or non-multicolored sets are a little easier to navigate once you lock into your colors. And here we see Ice Cave Crasher. All right, now we're trying out green. So, and green looks kind of, oh god, how is Draftsmith so smart? But we gotta take a white card here. Oh, I hate this. I want to take green card so bad, but I have to take the drone. No, we were doing a good job. Green looked pretty open. All right, that sucks. All right, I'm not gonna lie. I think this is one of the worst starts I have ever seen. Draftsmith takes the wheel. We have like a pile of unplayable cards. But here we are in pack number 2. We see a second copy of Impulsive Maneuvers at 37. And just a bunch of middling other cards. The cards are pretty good, but like in a bunch of different colors. I don't know. We're going to see. We're going to have to trust the machine here, you know. I would say Draftsmith has never failed to get us at least a playable deck. So we'll see. We're going to test that theory right now, I suppose.
Waka, waka.
All right, so taking the maneuvers. That's probably what I would take out of this pack too, given like where we're at in the draft. But there are a lot of decent cards here, not in our colors. All right, well, we get past a red rare.
Bingo.
Somehow it knew. Now the problem with Draftsmith, of course, is that it is looking at the aggregate of just like win rates of cards, not necessarily contextual to other cards. So for example, this is a really good rare if you're playing a lot of artifacts, but if you're not, it's pretty bad. And it's just looking at the win rate of this card on average when folks are playing it with artifacts. It doesn't necessarily know to pair it with artifacts, which is why why you shouldn't be doing what we're doing right now. It's a great helper to let you know the relative power level of the card, but you still got to use it right, you know? So it's a good pick for us. You know, we already have some artifacts, and Gunship is a very, very good card. It's also a Plunge and a Landseeker, which isn't too bad either, but take the Gunship, and now we really want artifacts. And, all right, well, we got an artifact here, sort of, Orbital Plunge. So, great pickup. We see Weft Strider, Focus Fire. Plunge is great. Plunge is a removal spell. It's also an artifact, which is very, very nice. And, again, we're not really anything yet, except for red. We have two green cards, 3 white cards, and a black card. And, got to take the plunge, as it were. That's a great pickup. Kavorian Harrier's awesome. Just great.
Space robots.
Great little card. There's also a Depressurize and not too much else, but pretty easy pick here. Good card, artifact, and good stuff. I don't believe that it draws any relative comparisons to, like, this card is good with these cards. As far as I know, it's just color-based. That would be extremely complicated to program. I could be wrong, though. I don't actually know the inner workings of Draftsmith. Take the Harrier. And for some reason, it just wants to be white. I don't really know why it wants to be white so bad. There's a lot of great cards on this back. It's 3 good black cards, red-green card, another green card. But it wants the Radiant Strike, which is, you know, I guess fine, I suppose. I don't think it's particularly great here. But sure. What would I take here, given the option? I don't know. It's really hard to say because, like, we have so few of each color. But take the Strike. There are a decent number of artifacts in white, so maybe that can be a little bit of a push for us. Come on, Draftsmith, what are we doing here? What? Right. Nebula Dragon is. I thought we were going to take the Bracelet, but it's funny. I think I would take Bracelet here over Dragon. I like Dragon a lot, but kind of want the artifact. I don't know. I'm not sure, but all right, the big dragon it is. The Nebula Dragon, the common, big common creature, and another Cav Landseeker. Sure. Endless Sands, the bonus card here. We're definitely red, that's for sure. A late Bombard's kind of nice. A couple Virus Beetles going around too, but take a Bombard. And another Radiant Strike. All right. A lot of removal spells. Radiant Strike is okay for us. Another Cav Landseeker. A lot of 4-drops. I don't really know. I don't really think that it takes mana value into consideration either as far as like a curve. Because right now our curve is pretty bad. All right, so we tabled the Weft Strider Ardent, which is good with all of our Landseekers, I suppose. A little extra damage. Again, it doesn't really feel like we're anything but red. I want to take the rare. I'm taking the rare for my collection. We're not playing these cards, so sorry. Don't yell at me. Just have to take the Eldrazi Temple. All right. We're not playing that red common. And then a last pick Star Breach Wheel. Cheater! 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 You're a fraud! You're a fraud!
Yeah.
All right. So, pack 3, what do we see? Kind of a stinker.
Still a piece of garbage.
And we see Memorial Team Leader, Weftblade Enhancer as the two cards that are tied for our pick. Tie goes to rarity. Otherwise, this pack is pretty bad, honestly. But I guess Team Leader it is. We do have a lot of Cobb Landseekers. So more Abus doing the thing. Let's get the Cobb Landseeker. I think this is going to go down as the roughest Draftsmith takes the wheel of all time. Real trap card here for the deck in the Sirmia. This card is actually very good. The problem is it requires outside considerations to be good, right? It is double white. It requires to have at least one legend in your deck. We are barely white and have no legends. And again, this is a spot where a little human ingenuity needs to come into play here. Why you shouldn't be doing what we're doing, but we're doing it, so here we are. Hopefully we get past some legends. We did get past a Rust Harvester, which is a pretty good card. That's kind of nice. So, but yeah, and again, this is it's kind of funny because like we've had so many good drafts with Draftsmith takes the wheel. Like I'm surprised this hasn't happened really yet, because this is it shows a bit of the the fact that human ingenuity is still AI isn't all the way there yet kind of thing. Not that Draftsmith is really even AI. It's more just aggregating the win rates of cards, but yeah. All right, so that's Harvest is great. That's good. And another Weftstalker Ardent, which is fine. Honestly, Weftstalker into Cobb Landseeker is a reasonable path to victory. Note how this works is I'm going to play whatever deck it tells me to draft, and then once we have 2 losses, I can build the deck I want to build. So another Pagnolin, which is not the best in our deck, but fine. And we see another Virus Beetle. Man, that's been a lot of Virus Beetles. I don't think we should be white here. I think that's a mistake. Wow. Red is open, though. I mean, red is the worst color in the set, but it is open here. So second Harrier is great. Now we have a pretty good amount of artifacts and things to do in the artifact side of things. So, all right. So, starting to pull together a deck a little bit. Right, folks. First, hit that follow button. Watching on YouTube, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, support the content if you like the show. Mutinous Massacre. I've not had the pleasure of casting this card, unfortunately. But it's not really us here. We see a Bombard, which we're going to take. And Bombard is it's a fine spell. It's not a particularly great spell. I wonder if it'll put us into mono red as a Plasma Bolt. Oh, good. Thank God we got Plasma Bolt here over this white card. We only have like 5 white cards, like. All right, so take the Bolt. We're like actually kind of close to a pretty sweet little aggro deck. But yeah, sure. A null, I suppose. Honestly, happy it's nothing in the white cards. I want to be a mono black. Mono red, I mean, so. Let's grab her. And Rager or I said I would take the generic value as the tiebreaker, so I guess taking the green card. Wouldn't play that red card anyway, so. Another dragon. It's just the deck where I think that the red tiger's fine. I think red tiger's fine. I think this card's underrated. I know it's not great, but. Alright, so let's see where we're at. This has been one of the more adventurous episodes of Draftsmith Takes the Wheel. Wow, it freaking loves the deck. Gee, I wonder why. Alright. Over 1,000. So, oh shit. Oh, I didn't hit build a deck. There you go. Build this deck. Let's hit the build the deck button. And we Wants to cut the team leader and a land seeker. Oh, I don't like this build at all. And a Weft Strider. Oh my god. This is a rough one. And the Scrapper too. Oh no. Oh my. All right. Well, like I said, once we get to 2 losses, I can rebuild the deck. I would build this deck drastically differently. We're playing the Sermia and no Legends. Zealous Display. What is happening? Is Draftsmith drunk? Like, folks who have watched Draftsmith a lot over the years, I feel like we've never had a bad deck. You know, it's definitely made picks that I disagree with and stuff. But by the end, it's never like, oh my god, what happened? This is like the first like real mess. But the thing is, like, I think we have a reasonable deck. You just cut all the white cards and play Scrapper, Ardent, Second Landseeker, Team Leader, maybe a Dragon. Like, but like playing Zealous Display and the Sermia is absurd. All right, well, my hands are tied, folks. So here we go. And you know what time it is? It's prediction time. What do you think? Will this deck get 7 wins, yay or nay? Reminder that once we're at 2 losses, I will go back in and make the deck that I would make. So, because I think this is a little sketchy. Yeah, I think this card, even with no Legends, I think that the Sermia is like a little bit passable, but not double white as one of like 6 white cards, you know? All right, so here we are. Place your bets, and let's see what we can do. All right.
He's dead, Jim.
Chat. Coming out with me. Yeah, I mean, it sucks because we had a mountain in our hands. Great. But we don't, so it's bad. All right, we're going to mulligan. I will say Draftsmith is not skip on removal. That is definitely the case. So we're going to keep this. Ship the honor. All right, buckle up, folks. Let's see what we can do. All right. What we can do is possibly kill some creatures. Fortunately, on the mulligan, the all removal hand is not great. Here's gonna kill that. All right, need some threats. Need some planes. Interesting to see my win rate across of all the Draftsmiths. It wouldn't be hard to go back and just look at them. You know, there's 1 episode per season. And they're all on YouTube. They're all on the internet. They are a matter of public record. Four planes. Naked dockworker drone. Oh my good lord.
Still a piece of garbage.
In 23 episodes of this season, I never put this card in my deck once.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Oh my god, we are getting shit stomped. Alright, I think it, like, you know, if you were still going super wide or whatever, the card could be playable, but it's a super narrow card. I just, like, have to kill this, I think. I just can't, like, not play my spells, so... Alright,
Somebody's playing a prank on me.
I should go back. You know what? I'll do that. I'll go back and make a scoreboard for Draftsmith Fix the Wheel. So when this happens, we can show that we have won a lot of matches playing Draftsmith Fix the Wheel. And the problem is they just have actual all spells in their hand. They just have 7 spells. We draw a spell, which is good. They're gonna sack a lander. That's fine. We're getting arenaed hard. No, we're not. We're just playing bad cards in our deck. Like. Alright. So, like, best case is they play, like, a 2 toughness creature, but I can gunship. Gotta go find some lands.
Look, I see land.
On their regular Zach. 7 spells in hand. They play their own Landseeker. We draw another land. Okay. I mean, I guess we're gonna plunge. It puts a lander in play for the gunship. So plunge this. Sack the one that's going to go away anyway. Get a mountain. Say go. I mean, best draw is Bruntar, our 6-drop. Larval Scoutlander. I mean, that's pretty good for them, but they didn't do anything this turn, which is kind of cool. Oh, I didn't do an origin story. Oh my god. Oh my god. What are we gonna do? What's up, Tactful Tempest? Yeah, Rigorous Axe sounded familiar to me. How many sounds do I have on my soundboard? Infinity sounds. They're plunging. How did I find them so fast? Stream Deck! Hashtag sponsored.
Here comes the money.
I'm, without a partner, damn proud of it. We're gonna hold this. Where's Sego? Holy shit balls! Alright, Sego. This has been one of the games of all time. Crimson helps too, yes. We have a number of our community members help out with the sound effects for each set. Crimson being one of them. Big ups to Crimson. I mean, they have 8 cards in their hand. 8. They're cheating. Here's Tanic. That is a 5 toughness creature. They're gonna warp in a dragon. So I guess we're just gonna kill, right? So we just kill this before they can crew or whatever. Not that they would approach attack, but because they would go on the warp zone regardless. So take some damage. This is not enough haste. This can go up. The problem is they're not doing anything, but they just have 6 spells in their hand. There's just like no way we can actually win the game. Alright, so warping. It's a good draw. I think I want the extra value. I'm just gonna warp this. I think we need the extra card, so. And then we're going to say go. Draw a card. How embarrassing.
That's it. I'm going to clown college.
Where are they? Where are they?
Your turn. Florp Flap was an alien from the planet. He thought he was an alien, but he was an Eldrazi, but he didn't really know that at the time.
The alien ship detected the warp signature.
He was just Florp Flap. And Florp Flap was he. And Florp Flap wandered space and time, getting lost, not in the blind eternities, but the simple space of the world. And now Florp Flap is in our draft deck. So here we are. 2 more creatures. Everything has haste. I mean, this is just like a joke. Like, it can be like down to 9. Are you going to play 2 things this turn, right? We have 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh no, we're 1 short. I should have played this land because we knew we were casting this and casting this. That's actually on me.
I look like a jackass.
We probably still can't win, but that is definitely on me. Not be able to cast the Vestige and the Gunship this turn is pretty heinous. Whatever, I guess. Say go. Could have guessed Gunship killed the Ender for me. They didn't like. They're still sacking lands too. Jeez. Anyone know what Florp Flap is?
Yeah.
Yeah, their deck looks pretty nice. This card's like so good. I feel like folks don't realize like how good this is for a 2-mana for a draft 2-drop. Like such a good little 2-drop. I guess if I kill this, we can put in the Gunship, but can you please just put me out of my misery? Please, I'm begging you. I'm begging right now. Dawnsire, Sunstar Dreadnought.
Attention alien spacecraft, do you read?
Skyward. They crew us for 10 to 100 damage, we just lose. Sure. Right. Okay, we're just gonna pack it in here. Remember, folks, are brought to you by.
Are you ready to elevate your limited game? Introducing Magic the Gathering Arena Limited Stats by Untapped GG to make every draft count, whether you're a seasoned player or just starting. Our meta tier list shows you the best colors to draft and how popular they are, so you know at a glance what colors to pick. Navigate card ratings to discover the strongest bombs, or dive deeper with our advanced view for detailed breakdowns. Ever wonder what it takes to get 7 wins? Explore trophy decks from other players, study winning drafts, and replicate their successes. Victory is just a click away at mtga.untapped.gg. Your path to Mythic starts here.
Agree, a bit of a rough time for the ad read, but at the same time, again, Draftsmith has done very, very well for us in the past. And again, we're using it irresponsibly. This is not supposed to work, you know, like, all right, hand's great, we're going to keep. We have drawn creatures. Bring them on. Harrier time. I think there is a decent deck in here. I'm honestly a little more sad about the deck build than the drafting portion itself. Alright, so we're coming in. They play a Blink Moth Nexus. And we're in. Best draw here is a land, of course. Get our Pagnolling going for a really good 1-2-3 curve. The Bruntar. Some creatures have adapted to thrive in the unstable chaos of Kavorian, that is. Kavorian, that is? That is! Alright, so we draw the opposite of a land, our 6-drop. We're going to attack. We're not going to pay. Just going to keep playing creatures. This card's great. Harrier, really good little robot.
Space robots.
If our opponent fires up the Nexus here to block, are you... This is absurd. I don't know what's happening, folks. Blocking with your land on turn 2, and not even like a guaranteed block, like risking running a Falliver removal spell, is patently insane. So props to our opponent. Here's a molecular modifier. Not so good on defense. We're gonna draw land. We draw land. So we can like Harrier to make a token and pump the Pagnolin, or just kill this. I mean, just kill this. Honestly, pretty sweet attack. Yeah, I wish we had one of our 10 rule spells to kill that, kill the Ink Moth, you know? I love me a good Stone Rain in the morning. That'll wake you up.
Pop quiz, hot shot.
All Fates Stalker. Sure. Pretty good against our board of 2/2s. That's fair. I guess we just want to draw a land, right? We did not draw a land. Man, where were these cards last game, right? We get to warp this thing in and put in a Land Seeker. It's pretty sweet. Weft Blade Enhancer. That's not great either, so... Luckily, our opponent's draw doesn't look particularly good here. They're certainly not getting max value out of their cards. They had to activate the Nexus before doing this. Oh, man. I think they wanted to activate in response, but you have to have targets already in play to put an ability on the stack. You can respond to the ability, but in order to put the ability on the stack, you need to have a target already in play. So, a little bit of a whoopsie there for our opponent.
Oh, whoops. Whoopsie.
We draw Honor. Alright, I guess. No honor among robots. Oh my god, dude. Alright, well, I mean, because we're at 20, I feel totally fine about this game. Even though our mana screwed, we are eventually going to draw land. And once we do, the game is pretty much over because our hand's so chunky. Here comes the Nexus. Who was playing Magic when Blink Moth Nexus was in Standard? Talk to me. 16 land is the correct amount of lands for best of one, so. I'm old, Gandalf. I know I don't look it, but I feel it. Are you kidding me?
Somebody's playing a prank on me.
We draw a gunship, and they have 2 4 toughness readers in play. Oh my god. All right, say go. You can have your landers at this point. Yes, landers. This has been a rough game, folks. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. Eventually, we'll draw land, right? All right. So if they attack, we're gonna double block, I think. Double block. Just need to draw land. Okay, good exchange for us. I agree. It seems like our opponent's fairly inexperienced, which is fine. Love seeing new players play Magic. It's great. All right, well, we're going to do our thing. So, let's warp in. Welcome to Warp Zone. Say go. End step. Draw a card. Put in a permanent. We're going to put in our Land Seeker. Radiant Strike number 2.
You can have the space rock.
Alright, say go. They got a lot of lands. Gotta bring some rogue. Wake me up here. Wake me up before you go. Alright. Put a lot of weight in that All Fate Stalker, you know. Whoa. Aggressive. Alright, we're blocking. What do you got? Do you have a Focus Fire? Nope. Just a little whoopsie.
Whoopsie.
Honors a sorcery, so you still don't draw a land, unfortunately. I guess we just Radiant Strike this, right? Like, just get our guy back, Radiant Strike. And probably hold back Land Seeker to block this, too. We lose our lander, but we have no other relevant play if we just, like, sack this, so whatever. We'll do it now while they're tapped out, I think. Sure. Like, I think we're still a massive favorite in this game, you know? I guess they are at 8. Yeah, we'll stack, that's right. I feel like we're in the defensive posture. I forgot we did so much damage, so. Just a tally for BTM and tag me in the Discord. Oh, thanks, Drawing. You're great. Appreciate it. You marked off each set and what the record was. My community's the best. Went back to DMU. Is that the first one? No!
I still only counts as one.
Good thing I have 10 spells in my hand or whatever, you know, so. You got the old Wrath Nexus combo. Adorable. Alright, we've drawn a land. I guess we're just playing Landseeker. Siga. I should have probably warped this first. Yeah, I screwed up, whatever.
I'm stupid, you're smart.
Our opponent has basically nothing, so Missed 2 damage. That's really bad. Actually, that was a really bad play. Again, this game feels so weird because, like, it feels like we've been on the back foot the whole game, but, like, there's 4. So, yeah, missed 2 damage. I get it. I'm bad at Magic. I understand.
I'm tired of the clown show. Tired of it.
Come on, opponent. Clever Girl always up. Thanks so much. Sunstar Lightsmith. Do you have a second spell? That would be a big deal if you did. We draw a land. All right, so we've got only 2. Maybe 1 artifact short the actual entire game. All right, we're just gonna attack here, and we can kill the artifact and try and win the game. So let's attack. It's got Menace. They plan on animating the Ink Moth Nexus. We'll destroy it with the Radiant Strike and call it a game. Nope, they're going to tap 1 mana. Oh my god, no. I feel like sometimes you just want to reach out and like hold your opponent's hand and just guide them through. Alright, that's fine, I guess. I mean, it didn't matter. We had to win anyway, but sure. Remember, folks, the set review is up on the main channel for Spider-Man. Spider-Man Bronze Mythic is coming. All the set reviews up. Limited constructed. Go check it out. And by Spider-Man, I mean through the Omen Paths, of course. Showing pictures of not Spider-Man, but there it is. So hop onto the YouTube, check out set review, and get yourself prepped for Bronze Mythic and your pre-releases. Yikes. Nothing like red Sirmia. I mean, we do have a 1-drop and a removal spell. We're on the draw. On the play, you can't keep this. On the draw, can we keep this? Our deck doesn't mulligan very well because it's just like a pile of removal spells. Like, we don't actually have any card advantage of any kind. I'm just gonna keep. Alright. Let's go, Harrier. Let's go. If I thought our deck was better, I would mulligan, but I don't, so. All hail Fleam, our spider overlord. Would I normally play Sirmia without a legendary creature? I could see cases where I would, but I would need to be playing like 9 or 10 white sources and be very good at crewing. This deck is neither of those things. You're up. This card's gas. I like this card a lot. Alright. Rocking and rolling with a Gene Pollinator. Don't really want to bombard that. I think trading with this is totally fine. It's a robot battle. It's freaking battle bots, folks.
Fight my shiny metal ass.
Our opponent is in the tank. Turn 3 in the tank. What's going on?
Anyone home?
Alright. So I'm just going to attack him, make a token. I'm not going to bombard this thing. We'll just trade Harrier for Pollinator and deal 2 damage, given the option. Unless they have Depressurize, in which case, sure. BattleBots was pretty cool. John is doing, my stepson John, he's in high school. He's doing a robotics club. It's actually like pretty intense. They like compete against all their schools and stuff, and they go everywhere. It's like a huge, like it's like a full-on like sports team basically. They travel across the, whatever, playing into the teams and stuff. And so it's robotics. And my first question was like BattleBots? And he's like, no. They build robots, and the robots have to do tasks. Like every season they're given a new task to do, where it's like there's an arena full of rings, pick up the rings and put them onto certain things or whatever, and then they build a robot to accomplish the task, and then it's different every time. It's pretty sweet, honestly. But yeah, not BattleBots, unfortunately.
They actually get in trouble if the robots fight each other.
They get in trouble if the robots fight? Okay.
If they don't teach each other.
Yeah, so... Okay, one of the tasks be to fight the other robots. Unfortunately not. So, alright, so... we need to kill the Infiltrator for sure. Is it Bombard or Plunge? Plunge kills bigger things and they are green. This is less mana efficient, but we're going to Bombard this. Kind of like a dog show. I guess like a little bit. Like if you built the dog and then... So like they program the robot to like autonomously do the thing for like a minute, and then a driver takes over and John's the driver. It's cool. It's like really, really cool. Very, very happy, and you got into it. You do get in trouble if the dogs fight each other at dog shows too. It's correct, yes. A little more trouble than robots, I would imagine. So, all right, so here's Survey Mechan, which would be 7 mana to deal 3, gain 3, draw 3. What is my purpose? You do 1 task in high school for a bunch of teenagers. Oh, God.
I'm a machine designed to accomplish a task.
In Norwalk, Connecticut, they do BattleBots. I mean, BattleBots is gas, you know. No one's getting hurt. Who cares, right? Like, BattleBots is super sweet. But all right, so we still haven't done a white source yet, but we're certainly very functional at the moment. A friend of mine is the program director for a robotics team in our region. Sweet. Yeah, it is really cool. Actually, apparently, the robotics coach like plays Magic and like knows who I am, which like made John embarrassed, obviously. But whatever. Maybe he's watching right now. Relic Hull Carver. They are like doing some Sultai stuff. So they have a Hull Carver. They have a 1/3. We're not really getting through, I guess. We're just gonna cast our guy and say go. Kind of a slow game. Say go. Where are the planes at?
Where are they?
Self-crap. Man. Their deck looks like kind of good for having such a weird mana. I guess like the Pollinator's pretty sketchy, but they're like doing the thing, you know? Mech-Cannon, Cryogen Relic, Infiltrator. Just this random Gene Pollinator got lost on the way to a Gene Pool. Alright, there's a Bruntar. Alright, or should I kill this guy, I guess? Let's kill this. I guess just say go. I mean, we get 2 triggers here. We're chipping away. The BattleBots metagame did devolve into rock, paper, scissors a little bit. There's a BattleBots metagame? That's awesome. What, like flippers, like smashers, and like something? I used to watch a little bit. BattleBots back in the day. BattleBots metagame. I love it. Love it. We do have a lander for planes, yes, so we are somewhat locked in that regard. Come on, opponent. If you're just tuning in, folks, my name is Jim, pro Magic player, full-time commentator, and content creator, and this is Draftsmith Takes the Wheel, the show where we wrap up our Bronze Mythic season with a totally irresponsible use of the Draftsmith Draft Helper, and we didn't make a single pick this draft. It was all Draftsmith. Don't use Draftsmith like this, yeah. All right, so we draw Plasma Bolts. And we do have a little bit of voiding here. Unfortunately, this guy's pretty big. I guess we just kill a Death Toucher. Just kind of want to cast a spell. It's kind of tough. Honestly, we just don't have much going on. We are 20, I suppose. All right, let's crack this. I actually didn't need to main phase this. I don't know why I did that, but whatever. We don't need Void to kill this guy, but sure. Whatever. A little F6 value for all you old school Magic Online players.
Could have picked a better spot.
Playing multicolor decks and sets without abundant fixing is actually super fun. I agree. I'm looking forward to Spider-Man opening the 5-color Mythic, like the Joda for Spiders. I'm sorry, it's not called Joda for Spider. It's not called Spider-Man even. It's called something else. Here's a Fate Maker. We're making this Cloud Sculpt guy pretty big. It's funny because this could have also worn the counters pretty well, but you get it for 4. That's pretty good. All right. We can play 1 white spell this turn. I feel like it's probably just Honor. And the Weft Stalker can attack. Sign of the Earth Spider, thank you. Oh my god, dude. We're in trouble, folks. Now any land or spell is good. Every land is 6 damage. Yeah, we're just pretty dead here. Pretty weird looking deck from our opponent, I'm not gonna lie. But, I was gonna say.
Inconceivable!
That would be something. Alright. So we just take 10 million damage here. They just like pump the servant mech into a 6. Act for... We're like almost dead. It's pretty gross. Almost! Yeah, we almost got that one. It's a pretty good joke.
Why won't you die?
Can you please just kill me? I'm right here. I want you to do it. I want you to do it. I want you to do it.
You know, I just do things.
Well, they apparently don't have a land, which is bad news. It means they also have 3 spells in their hand, so there is no good news here for the most part. I'm gonna really think it through. Alright, take 4. Play some spells. No land, no spell. This guy's reach, right? I think it's exactly a 6/6, which is a huge problem. They can sack this thing, right? So they're going to do... they have 6. Oh, it costs 7, actually. What are they doing? What's their... What are they doing over here? We have Protection Spell and Big Idiot with Reach. Which isn't the worst, I suppose. Bruntar! Could have a counterspell. That is certainly a possibility. Their hand's all double blue cards. That's possible, I guess. That would be the best case scenario for us. How many drafts in Mythic this season? It was 23 drafts. This is Exile? Come on, man. Not ideal.
Inconceivable!
I guess we're going to try and save our guy. We just have to cast a spell. If they have some sort of a trick, I guess so be it. Slackjawed Jim, they call me. We're still, like, probably going to lose. They just have, like, this big flyer, and this is the 3 damage thing, too, but... Alright. Mechan Assembler. Alright. That's not bad. Not so bad at all. Alright. I'm going to kill it now while it's tapped out. So just kill this. We just say go. I mean, the problem is this thing's just going to go nuts, I think. But... Dealt 2 damage to the 3/2. It's gotta be tapped. 2 damage, target tapped creature. Play a whale. There be whales here, Captain.
He's dead, Jim.
Again, I think we're still super dead. I don't know why this thing hasn't been attacking. Like, it's on a wall. It's a 1/3 flyer, you know? Just chip in for some damage. Any thoughts to kill the 4/4 and put it attack to put them at 6? That seems a little sketchy. I don't know. I mean, maybe, but all right. Don't got any attacks here. We have some stuff to do though. We have to play this guy, deal 3, and drone, deal 1. Maybe attacking isn't crazy, honestly, but Webstalker is doing some work, and now like we got some bodies in play, and I got big menace too. This can make a body too. So, and this body also triggers the Webstalker, so they're effectively at 5. So you're telling me there's a chance. Take 3. It's It's been a weird draft. Some weird games. Okay.
Battle cruiser operational.
Not that operational, unfortunately. You know, just gotta cast his vehicle.
Keep the change, you filthy animal.
Not doing much. I mean, they do have the mech hand to deal 3, so they can gain 3 and draw 3, which we're probably going to lose to, but we're gonna kill a Landseeker. That's fine. They gain 3 also. That's gonna be the nail in the coffin, probably. So, fail to find, deal 1. I mean, probably just station it, right? Like, we don't really have any attacks. Sure. If they kill it, we lose, but, like, we are going to lose anyway, basically, so. Alright, so, and this die is when? And my turn, so it's like this. Alright, we're all in, folks. Maybe we live. Maybe we die. 5 cards in hand. Maybe we die. Yeah, I mean, now I get to fix the deck at least. We got that going for us. Alright, yeah. So, I think this deck can win some games with a fixed version. So, we're going to do that right now, of course. Reminder also, folks, the new season of Bronze and Mythic starts up on Tuesday, September 23rd, through the Omen Paths on Arena. Should be a lot of fun. Hope to see you there. And let's rock and roll. So let's fix our deck here. We're going to bring in the Scrapper, the Ardent, the Landseeker, the Team Leader, and the Dragon. At least one Dragon. Cut the Surmia, cut the display. Honestly, I'm just going to cut most of the white cards in general. Maybe leaving in like the 2 Radiant Strikes just off a splash. I don't hate second Dragon. We have 3 Landseekers. And if we're mono red, essentially, our mana isn't too bad either. So, I'm going to cut the systems. Play second Dragon. We're going to go down to like, I don't know, like 2 planes, 3 planes, something like that. So do 12-3. And I think that is where we're going to be at. So, I think his deck is significantly improved over the previous deck list. And that's what we're going to do. So, let's try and win some games here. Hold on. 15 lands. 16 lands, my bad. So, we'll just play 1 Dragon. That's fine. I just can't count. Cool. Now I can count. We're good. I think 15 lands is crazy in some decks, especially if you're monocolored. But our curve's a little high, so. Alright, so. And it's not great, but we're going to keep. And still draw 2 planes, of course.
Waka waka.
We're currently at 13 mountains, 3 planes. Bloom and Stinger. Any artifact, please? No. Any artifact, please, for Gunship. Jeez, that's huge. Alright, we're in trouble. Hand has not panned out very well, unfortunately. We could strike down the Titan next turn. Pretty good draw. We're at 11 on turn 4. Thankfully, their follow-up is not really an aggressive one, so it's kind of cool. All right, so we'll strike down the big guy, and we're at 14 life. They have 3 power in play. Could be worse. Jesus, that's good. All right. Best case scenario is draw any 1 or 2 mana artifact here. Or mountain. Should play 15 lands, you know? Well, I think we're dead now. If we could have played Cheap Reacher, Gunship down to the Engineer, we'd probably be fine. I mean, I'm fine, but probably okay. They only have one card left, you know? The problem is they have the Engineer, and they're about to turn it on, so. Yeah, it's all Vlam's fault for telling us to not play 15 lands, you know? Yeah, Vlam, you just shut your mouth and get out of here.
I've been arrogant, and I apologize.
I'm kidding, be great. So, crew up attack for 3, and they can draw to you. Once your opponent draws 2 off this thing, it's kind of hard to win. I don't know why they didn't just tap the Stinger also, because they could have tapped the Marvel to make mana, whatever. So, we can gunship down the Engineer. And then, I think I'd rather sack the Lander than play a Pagnolin. Yeah, sure. Play gunship. So if they just draw like an extra land or two, I think we're still kind of okay this game. We play Pagnol and we can crew the gunship immediately, which can block this thing. That's kind of cool, actually. Alright, so draw. Kill the thing. Maybe we just chuck the Lander, actually. Sure. Just gotta hope those 2 cards they drew weren't that good. Alright, so Sego. Not in the worst spot right now. Their card quality's been pretty high.
They have a warrant for your arrest. You're going to jail.
Alright. We're just gonna block. So go to 9. We do have the Bruntar, which is pretty good. Oh, I could have gotten a counter to the Pangolin. You're right. I screwed up. I hadn't decided what I wanted to do yet.
Oh, whoops. Whoopsie.
That's fair. Good call. We do have 1-drops in our decks. Where's I cast this guy? Cast the Bruntar. Don't counter it. Don't counter it. Don't counter it. I'll cry. I'll cry. Don't do it. Please don't do it. Please, 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 please. What is happening right now? Like, if they have a counter spell, there's no way they could ever not counter this, so play a land, trigger. Didn't it? I can't warp this? It's only from your hand. That makes sense. You could infinitely warp from the warp zone, so. Alright, we just say go. Consult the star charts for 8. In space, no one can hear you scream. Alright. Wasn't that bad. Sure. Their deck's pretty nice. I guess at this point in the format, the only folks playing are folks who've just played a million drafts. So everyone's actually should be pretty good in theory. Their deck's pretty good. Like, their deck is really nice. Alright.
What have we got on the spacecraft that's good?
We draw a Radiant Strike. Okay. I mean, we're just at 6. We can Strike and Landseeker, I suppose. Yeah, whatever, I guess. Decline. Oops, I hit the wrong button. Oops, 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 oops. Probably dead, right? Block here, and here, and here. Maybe not dead. Go to 9. We take 6. Oops. So you're telling me there's a chance. Okay. Bruntar it is. We're at 3. Yeah, we're not sacking a Lander. We're just gonna say go. Hold up maneuvers, which can take out this Scout Lander if needed. What is going on over there, Toots? Stop breaking the office. C-snid, huh? Let's try this.
No, don't do this. Enough is enough.
Holy moly, folks. Should we turn this one around? Going for a plunge? Don't mind if I do. All right. Combo time. Oh my god. If it's not the best turn of all time.
Game.
I'm in control here.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. We ain't done yet. Huh?
I don't believe in the no-win scenario.
You know, I often say on Bronze and Mythic, your goal is to, like, when you're ahead, not get blown out. And, you know, there's times where, like, I have lethal and just don't attack for lethal because I know if things go wrong, they'll go really wrong. That was that. That was a game where our opponent was really ahead. They went for lethal twice. We had it twice, and the game just turned around. You know? Like, you got some ads? Yeah, I mean, ads suck, but what are you going to do? I try and keep them off the gameplay, but it's not always easy to do. So, watch on YouTube, I guess. Or sub. Play some fantasy hockey. Boom. Come play. Lots of fun. All right. Hand's good. Keep. You can draw land, but like activating this on turn 2 for 2 damage is not the end of the world. You know, it's still pretty good. All right. Well, here we go. I guess we need to draw land. Can never mulligan, I think, Mountain, Harry, or Amazing Maneuvers. Also noting our hand's almost entirely red cards. We have like one other black or red card. A white card, I mean. Alright, we'll discard the 7-drop. Unfortunately, Virus Beetle is the natural predator to a 2-1, but we're just gonna kill it, I think. Be pretty aggressive here. Am I live on a YouTube channel? I am not, no. Streaming to YouTube is a thing I've been meaning to look into, I just haven't really had time. Like the YouTube co-stream. Here's a mountain. Draw a land and get in the air. Do not draw land. Aim for 2. I mean, our deck looks good this game, right? We just played, like, you know, some good synergy cards, some good rule spells. Reflecting Pool. I feel like this card should be a little more colorful on the art, right? Like, what is going on? Reflecting Pool makes any color of mana, and it's just like the most bland gray piece of art you ever seen in your entire life. Like, what is happening here? Alright, here's a Caesarian Voidborn. And a Faller's Faithful. That's a cute little synergy. That is true, I guess. All colors at the same time is brown. That's fair. You're right. You're totally right. That is fair. All right, here's Landseeker. We're going to crew. It says Menace, so we'll attack with this. Coming in. Ride in my spaceship. You in my spaceship.
He's dead, Jim.
My spaceship. Get a white source. And the artifacts die, my harvester gets online, so we are basically mono red, you know. Embrace Oblivion, sure. Puts an artifact in the bin for a harvester. Isn't it weird this card is an exile? Like, Embrace Oblivion?
We were born in the intergalactic void.
I mean, I guess we could like make it 2/2 and make a. Let's do that. Make it 2/2 and get a white. We do want to be able to cast our strike, and like, we're still getting in for some value here too. So I play Landseeker. I wish these are more frequent in packs. It's so weird because the bonus sheet for this set was like pretty rare, and now the bonus sheet for Spider-Man is like obscenely rare. It's like so weird. Like they're so fun and limited. Why, you know, why make them so not so uncommon? Scrounge for eternity to buy back Comet Crawler. Sure. We draw land. This is 2 to activate. And they're at 3. Alright, we'll just play Landseeker and then we'll just shoot them with this thing. Secondary market. Yeah, I mean, I get it, but, like, I just want to, you know, have some cool cards in my drafts. Some limited players hate bonus sheet cards mucking up their games. Some limited players are wrong. I think that bonus sheets have been one of the biggest advents or boons to limited play in the last like 5 years. They add such replayability. They're so much fun. Love it. Will we have a bingo sheet for next BTM? Probably yes. Right, so they're in for a chunk here. And we're just gonna get it back with the strike too. This is fun. All bonus sheets aren't created equal, obviously. Some are better than others, but... You think that the Brothers War bonus sheet was bad? I thought it was great. I thought it was really fun. A lot of fun build-arounds and stuff. I didn't love that format in general, but... You know, the Outlaws one was great. The Eldrin one was really bad. It was all unplayable enchantments, but... Alright. Yeah, sure, keep it. The benefit of being mono-red. This is mono-red. This is mono-red. Little scrappy scrapper.
I may be synthetic, but I'm not stupid.
Reading pool. Feels like a bonus sheet card. Alright, we're getting in. Hand's not great. It is true that the bonus sheets are like, you know, they did spells, they did removal spells, they did artifacts, they did legends, they did lands, like... How many more bonus sheet themes are there? But, like, I don't think it needs to be so strictly like a... It is only enchantments or only artifacts. Like... What would the Avatar theme for a bonus sheet? I don't know. I don't know anything about Avatar. Like, I know less about Avatar than I know about Final Fantasy, which I also knew nothing about, so... Whoa! Speaking of bonus sheet cards. Man, you know what would be really, really funny? If we got strip mine locked this game, and we're talking about how much fun bonus sheets are.
Somebody's playing
like,
prank on me.
That would be pretty funny. Alright, just gonna say go. Do it. Forest Ice Hill Explorer. Oh, come on, I want you to do it. I want you to do it. I want you to do it. Come on. Oh, lots of sharp. That's killable. Plunge is great. Really good spell. Plunge you. Into the great unknown.
I'll go build my own lunar lander.
Do it. Ah, oh, man, I played the mountain. I almost didn't play it. Ah, oh, bastard. All right, sure. That sucks. The bonus sheet for Avatar: The Last Airbender is all avatars. Avatar of Woe, Avatar of Hope. That's pretty funny. Alright, so we're going to play this guy and just sack our thing. One planes, please. They got 4 cards in hand. I mean, they have strip mine in their you know, on their board, but... Meaning, I would like to cast this Ray and Strike sooner rather than later. Manual tap makes me think we're getting strip mined. Oh, God. All spirits? Yeah, there's tons of themes you can do, you know? Creature types or cards with space in the name, I don't know. Alright, well, we're getting rocked. Sure. Yeah, opponents, At this stage in the format, you're only playing against ringers who have done 10,000 drafts. Their deck is nice. I guess we keep... I don't want to keep a strike, because if we keep the strike and they strip mine us, it's like so bad. We're into big doo-doo here, though. They're way up. On cards, on board. Just basically everywhere. It's a pretty good draw. Alright, sure. Warp zone. Do some damage here, I think. Engage! Tips for building a cube. I need a more specific question than that, I think. Have fun. And don't be afraid to try things different. Don't just copy the Magic Online Vintage Cube. A lot of the fun of building a cube is actually building the cube, so... They got 5 cards in hand, and they basically have 6 cards in hand because of the Beckoner. I would say a lot needs to go right for us to win this game. Colossus number 2. Still not willing to strip mine us. That's kind of a banger. Alright, sure. We're going to risk a second Virus Beetle. My buddy Charles once built a mono-colored cube for each color. Alright, we get to... This is pretty good for us. Get to ship in the old Bruntar for free. And Bruntar can turn a game around pretty quickly. Every land is a spell. They play a land. Pretty surprised they haven't got strip mine yet, honestly. Or haven't strip mined us yet. White border only cube. That's massively helped out by the mystery boosters, right? Oh my god, they have everything. They have actual the world. Good lord. GG. Holy moly. Everything. Everything. Okay, that's fine. That's good. Okay, so we went 3-3, which all things considered is not that bad. You know, late stage format, like most folks are pretty clear, pretty good. They know what they're doing pretty well. And I think our fixed deck was certainly playable. This is one of the worst draft fixes we've ever seen, honestly. Making me want to put that scoreboard up so they don't hate me because they sponsor me, of course, and I don't want them to think, you know, that they're, you know, because like they've mostly been pretty good so far. But yeah, I mean, I would say the fixed version of this deck was playable. This is probably the most difficult draft I've seen Draftsmith do, which is kind of weird because it's like a pretty simple set as far as colors go. I think usually the multicolored sets are the ones that give Draftsmith the most trouble because that requires a lot of ingenuity to look at cards beyond just their raw ranking and see how they fit in with other cards, when to splash, when to speculate, etc., etc. Apparently, our win rate in Draftsmith Takes the Wheel is 66%, with many of those drafts being in Mythic, which is pretty good, honestly. So, but yeah, again, not the way you're supposed to use Draftsmith. It's a great tool to help you out, to be a little helper on your shoulder. Again, kind of a way to imagine you have like the LSV set review and, you know, untapped data or 17 lands data up on one screen. And rather than having to like look over it for each pick, it just aggregates all of it right onto your screen. So download untapped.gg for free. The Draftsmith portion is part of the premium package, but you get 10 drafts for free in the free package. And the free package, all you're seeing here about like tracking all your games, this is all free. If you play Arena on your computer and don't have an Untapped account, you're absolutely insane. I used the free portion for a long time before being sponsored by them. And now that I'm sponsored, I have the full premium portion, which is really, really cool. So great stuff. Check them out. And yeah, look forward to the next season of Bronze and Mythic, which is going to be happening again on Tuesday, the 23rd, 8 p.m. for our premiere, episode 1 or 2 episodes that night. and then we get back into it. All right, we got a few weeks to go. A little bit of a break here between the set review and the actual premiere. Set review, of course, is already up on YouTube, like I said. So make sure you go pop on there and check that out. And I'll see you fine folks for Spider-Man. All right. So more to go on stream. YouTube folks, love you. Like, comment, subscribe. Peace.